Hey guys, it's Trul again, and welcome to a very detailed CSGO Danger Zone guide and tutorial. In today's video, I want to explain the basics of this game mode and further give you guys some useful tips that should help you with winning rounds more easily. Danger Zone is CSGO's in-house Battle Royale mode, which at the time this video has been made, you can play solo with a lobby size of 16 players or duo and trio with a lobby size of 18 players. You spawn on the island black side and you can rope down a helicopter at a position of your choice. It's important to note that you have 25 seconds to make your decision here. Since you know where your enemies land thanks to the red circles on the map, I would suggest you wait until the end of the countdown to decide where you want to land. In this round, for example, I had this whole area of the map for my own. You spawn the same way when playing duo or trio, but you should always communicate with your team and land close to each other, since you cannot take the same drop-off spot once it has been taken by another player. As soon as you've been deployed, you start with 120 HP, your bare fists that deal 15 damage to an enemy with a left click and 30 HP damage if you manage to land a right click hook. The right click is also super useful as you can disarm enemies carrying a gun if you manage to hit him. On top of that, you spawn with one medi shot that will heal 50 HP as well as give you a little speed boost that can help you get out of dicey situations. And then last but not least, your tablet. The tablet is the most important piece of equipment in Danger Zone. On the one hand, you can open the buy menu using your buy key that will allow you to purchase weapons, armor, ammunition and more useful items and upgrades, but you can also open your radar with the tablet. The radar is subdivided into hexagons, some of which will show up as glowing yellow. The yellow hexagons will show you in which area you can expect enemies. Yes indeed, CSGO Danger Zone comes with a free radar hack if you will. So when I move from this hexagon into the next one, you will see how the first yellow hexagon disappears, but now the second one glows up. So it's very important to always have an eye on your radar to avoid possible flanks from enemy players. Now let's focus on the goal of this game mode. You obviously want to be the last man standing, leaving the island alive. To achieve that, we need better equipment than our bare knuckles. You spawn with $500 start money, but that's not a whole lot and won't allow you to purchase much yet. So we have to collect money. You can find money in form of these cash bundles that give you $50. The money bags drop between $200 and $300, and if you want to hit the jackpot, you have to blow up one of these safes, which will drop up to $600. Be careful with those though, because the explosives that you put on those have a pretty big blast radius. Be sure to check your radar when blowing these up to avoid taking any damage. Furthermore, there are two types of side missions on Black Side that will grant you $500 additional each. On the one hand, you can bring one of these hostages to the rescue zone and also pick off one of those black cases to pick up a high value target mission where you will have to kill a certain player on the map, which you will find marked like that. While rescuing hostages, you will earn $50 for each new hexagon that brings you closer to the rescue zone. If you step into a new hexagon where you have not been in before and wait for 12 to 13 seconds, you will earn additional $100. Every few minutes the zone will close in, with the gaps between every zone becoming smaller towards the endgame. You see these toxic rockets being shot, which will mark the new safe zone, and if you survive one of those you will get additional $750. A killed enemy will always drop $300 regardless of how much money he had in his bank before, and a shot drone drops $50. I do not recommend going after drones for money though, as the ammunition you waste on those is worth much more than the $50 you will get from the drone. Now that you know everything about earning money, let's focus on more Danger Zone specific items and loot that we can find on Black Side. In the buy menu you will find a number of weapons every round, most of which we cannot afford at the beginning though. The Glock and P2000 are the only two weapons that you can find lying around like that. The stronger pistols like the 5.7, P250, Dual Elites or Tech 9 can be found in these rounder red pistol crates, SMGs can be found in the larger flat boxy crates and shotguns in these large high boxy crates. All of the small and rounded crates can be opened with your bare hands, while the larger, more boxy crates can only be opened with a melee weapon, explosives or guns. As you can see, punching those with your bare knuckles doesn't do anything. Besides those, you will find these orange crates that drop explosives like HE grenades, C4 and 3 breach charges, and in this blue toolbox you could potentially find armor and medi shots, but most of the times these will only hold melee weapons like the hammer, axe or the wrench. The C4 can be planted anywhere on the map where you wish to place it, and you will see the blast radius of your own C4 on your radar. The new breach charges can be thrown with a left click and blown up with a right click, and the 3 new melee weapons axe, hammer and wrench can be thrown. If you hit an enemy with one of those, you will deal 60 points of damage if the enemy doesn't wear any armor and 30 HP if he does. I think the possibility to throw these is a super cool new feature with a lot of Reddit potential, and even GetRight approves of that. Ooh.
You know the guy you got killed from, right?
I didn't check his nickname.
Trilux. It's a German streamer. He's the guy who got the highlight on Reddit, you know, with throwing axe from parachute and all that stuff.
Yeah. I remember. I saw that on Reddit. Yeah. Oh my god. What is he doing in this time, man? Go to bed.
I don't know. Yeah, go to bed, really. Go to bed.
Don't play with me.
Axe, hammer and wrench do not really deal any more damage than your bare knuckles in close combat fights, so knife is still the better choice here, but therefore knives cannot be thrown. Starting at the third zone, you can also be excited about airdrops that can give you an M4, AK, AUG, Creek, AWP or Auto Sniper. As mentioned before, we have armor in Danger Zone. Armor and helmets can be found laying around on the map like this, dropped from the blue tool crates, or you can buy it for $500 with a buy menu. Armor is extremely important in Danger Zone. Why? Well, simply because weapons do not come with nearly as much ammunition like they do in normal CS, hence why an enemy with 120 HP and armor always has a good chance to get away alive in the early game. A Glock or P2000 only come with 7 bullets, a MP5 from a SMG crate with 22 bullets and a Nova only with 15 rounds. That's not a whole lot considering that you are facing 15 enemies with potentially 120 HP and 100 armor each. So collecting ammunition is also extremely important when playing Danger Zone. Ammunition can be found in these orange ammo crates that you can loot in 4 waves, some of which are guarded by these turrets that will start shooting at you once you are inside, but those are pretty easy to destroy with your bare hands even. Alternatively, you can purchase a set of ammo for $1000 from the buy menu, which I would not recommend if you don't have to, since that amount of money can be spent a lot better. A small quick tip on the side: if you carry a weapon and find the same type of weapon laying on the ground, you can extract the ammo from the second gun. Simply look at the second weapon on the ground and press your use key to extract the ammo. The Zeus can also be found across the map and is quite handy in Danger Zone as well. A Zeus can destroy a turret with one hit, open a big weapon box with one shot, and is reusable as it recharges over time. On top of that, it's obviously also still a great tool for killing enemies in close range combats. Loot can also be found behind these bars that most of the time want you to pay a fee to get into. But you can also simply just blow them up with explosives as shown right here. Don't waste your money on those. Another new addition are parachutes, as you've seen before, which allow you to get down from high places safely, but also allow you to do some cool plays and trick shots. Moreover, you will find these red explosive crates all around Blackside that you should really stay away from though, otherwise you might end up like this guy right here. So these are basically all the new things that you can find all around the map. Let's move on with the buy menu. The buy menu is divided into 4 categories. The first one are the weapons, which should be self-explanatory, supplies where you will find important equipment like armor, ammo and medishots, utility for nades and the radar jammer, we'll get to that in a second, and the 3 tablet upgrades. Everything you buy from the buy menu apart from the tablet upgrades will be brought to you by a flying drone. It's a good idea to wait under the open sky for your drone's delivery, as the drones will not hesitate to drop you loot on rooftops and such. Other players will obviously also see your drone, which might give away your position. A nice thing to know here: your purchased equipment will not be delivered to your player character, but instead to the tablet it has been purchased from. The first time I realized that was when I killed an enemy on this bridge, and 15 seconds later a drone came to deliver the dead guy's medishot that he ordered prior to me killing him. So you could order something, toss away your tablet to fool your enemies, and pick up the stuff once the area is clear. Great tactic for the late game also. Drones tend to be pretty stupid at times, as you can see in this example, and they are solid. I tried to step on a drone here in the hope that it would fly me across the map like Aladdin on his carpet, but that didn't work. At least you can attach breach charges on drones and blow them up down the road. The radar jammer, which we can find in the buy menu under the category utility, looks like this and will jam the signal of 3 nearby hexagons. In theory, you could hide your position with this thing in the late game, however I found the radar jammer not to be worth it that much in the real world. Talking about radar jams, if you go into caves and places like this one near the military base, your tablet will lose signal, however other players will still see your position on their radars. A lot more useful in my opinion, the 3 tablet upgrades. The drone upgrade as well as the zone intel upgrade can be found on the map as loot with a bit of luck, or you can purchase them for $1,000 or $1,750. These will not be delivered by a drone like all the other stuff, instead they are ready to go as soon as your character pops in this chip into your tablet. The drone upgrade will make your own drones fly a lot faster while also showing enemy drones on the radar, and the zone intel upgrade will show you the upcoming safe zone one step ahead. The high-res upgrade, which can only be purchased for a staggering $4,250, is the best upgrade by far though. With this upgrade, all hexagons on the map will be divided into 6 slices, which makes it very easy to spot your enemy's location, and you should have an easy time getting the upper hand on your enemy with this. It's pretty hard though to collect this much money in Danger Zone. I've played more than 100 rounds already and only got it like 10 times or so. By the way, if you kill an enemy, the kill player will drop his tablet. Looking at the border around the tablet and the colored dots on the back of the tablet, you will be able to tell which upgrade the player had on his tablet, so you might want to pick it up. Decoys in normal CS are pretty useless, not in Danger Zone though. Instead of imitating gun sounds, a decoy in Danger Zone will make footstep sounds. On top of that, a thrown decoy will light up the hexagon where it landed as if a real player was walking there. This can also be very useful in the late game. Another tip, if you played Blackside a lot and got to know the map a bit, here's a little life hack. At the beginning of the round you can see the helicopter fly over a certain spot on the map. I saw many players disconnect at this stage of the game and you will see their money being dropped from the heli. If you know where that happened, pick a spawn point close to that and you can pick up $300 for totally free. I personally recommend you to try and land in the south of Blackside, as I think the stock area offers the best loot and you are also very close to the hostage rescue zone. The toxic zone only deals like 3 or 4 points of damage by the way, regardless of the stage of the game, so it can be worth taking a bit of damage to drop off a hostage in the toxic zone for example. I hope that I could teach you a few new things with this video and I would highly appreciate if you could rate the video and leave a comment. Thanks for watching and I will see you guys in my next video.